So here in the studio today I've been starting to look at some different approaches to watercolour. I have been using watercolour approaches in my urban sketching, but now I'm looking to develop my painting technique quite considerably. And this is my first couple of attempts actually at looking at how I hold the brush. And so I've been using two brushes actually, a round-headed, this is actually a Da Vinci Sable treble brush, but it's a size 8, and I've been using that for the majority of the work. But for all the finer lines, I've been using this rigger brush. And what I've been looking at is some of the approaches that Jean Haynes talks about in her books, which is about more of the kind of the philosophy and the approaches to holding the brush. So the things I've been doing is I've been holding the brush halfway down the handle, which gives me more control, and I've been using it in this particular way, and also lying it down on the paper, but I've been trying not to push and pull too hard with the brush, because I tend to put too much pressure on it rather than acting sort of much more naturally. So I've been trying to work with that, in addition to that, I've also been trying to hold the brush much more loosely towards the end, which gives me less control, but gives me nice sweeps and swipes and swathes. So so those are the sorts of things I've been looking at, because if you follow Jean's books and her philosophy, it's the holding of the brush and the way that you apply the paint is really critical to success. So these two examples, the top one is the first example I did, which I think you can probably see has has more hard lines to it. I was trying the different approaches that I've just described to you, holding the brush in different ways to achieve different parts of this. Essentially, it's just an example of how to use the brush. It's not a complete piece, it's a copied piece from Jean's book, but I'm just trying to understand how to better hold the brush for my needs. And then below, I've tried to be a lot looser. I think you can see that there's less defined edges, apart from where you can see I've used the rigger brush, and I'm trying to be a lot more sensitive with my marks, and also have quite a wet approach to the whole use of the paint. So I'm using spray water as well to get more movement of the colour. And that's all I'm going to say for now. It's the first one I've done, so I was essentially just trying out how to work this. As I say, I've used two brushes. I've been looking at how I hold my brush and trying to achieve a much more looser and organic kind of approach to my work. And I'll be doing many more of these that go into very specific aspects of the painting as I develop the approach. Okay, thanks, bye-bye.